Hello, this is Ben119 and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing Pikmin 3 Deluxe and we are going to be doing the side stories today. And we are going to be doing Olimars assignment. So we're going to do mission number 1. There's 4 missions. And if you don't know, Olimars assignment is set before Alf, Brittany and Charlie land on PNF 404. So it's about Olimar and Louie and their experience here. So if you haven't already, go watch my story mode 100% walkthrough or my mission mode 100% walkthrough, because I've done videos on how to do all the missions. If you already know how to do all that and you're just here for the side stories, then that's fine as well. I'm going to be doing all 4, and then I'm going to be doing the other 10 which are set after the main story. So there's going to be small spoilers towards the story in this, so just be prepared. There's a little cutscene at the start of each one, it's pretty cool. And basically with the side stories, it's similar to collect treasure and battle enemies. Now what you have to do is you have to get fruit back to base. However, enemies don't count towards it. You can still bring enemies back, but all it will do is give you more Pikmin, which is good, but it won't give you Pokos. So the idea is that we're coming back here to get treasure because we're greedy. So we're going to get some reds, we're going to make some more reds and throw a red on that fruit. Throw 3 on that strawberry there. So we're just going to build up some reds and start on like the bridge, because that's what I want to do. Just throw him over there so he doesn't follow me. I'm just going to go over here as Olimar to get some rocks. So there's only reds and rocks on this mission, it's pretty simple. Similar to what it is like when you actually come here for the first time, because you have reds and rocks. Now the thing about the side stories is they're really cool, but my only problems with them, there's 2 problems I have, and the fact that they're really small. Like, they only use a tiny portion of each story mode map for it, which is fair enough, like, it's better than nothing. But they're really easy. It's not even as if I'm a really good Pikmin player. Like, I'm an alright Pikmin player, I wouldn't say I'm like an amazing player. But they just seem way too easy. Like, compared to the regular missions, which are actually fairly difficult. Like, even if you practice them, like, that you still might not even be able to do it with like a minute left on the clock. But with these, I seem to have like half the time left or over, which is ridiculous, but it just shows how easy they are. And it's mainly because there's not much to collect. There's a strawberry back there, that's like the only hard fruit in the entire mission. That strawberry that I just got, it was hiding behind some leaves, so watch out for that. So I'm just collecting more rocks. I've put some on that nugget pile there, I put on 5, that should be plenty. Put some on that pellet. So we're just growing Pikmin at this point, and with these ones here I've got a Louie. I'm going to head over to this wall because the bridge is done. And as Olimar I'm going to go across the bridge. So yeah, that's how that's going to work. So we're going to get all our Pikmin together, we're going to pluck the Pikmin. It is a cool map, like it's really good for beginners. I got to admit, all of this is really cool, but if you're a beginner it's definitely really cool, but for more experienced players they're going to find it too easy. But it still makes it fun, it's still a fun thing you can do, and even though it is really easy, there is still that where you can compete for the higher times, because that's still going to be a thing, and people still do that on these missions, and it's actually quite competitive, some of them, which is interesting. So it doesn't really matter how easy or hard a mission is, because there's still going to be things like speedrunning for it, and that's obviously going to make it hard, even if it is easy. So I'm going to go around to this area here. Now notice I'm not carrying back the dead Warbobs anymore, and it's because I got plenty of Pikmin and I don't need them, and it'll just be wasting my Pikmin. So we're going to start on that wall, and over here I'm just going to go across as Olimar now that we've got loads of Pikmin. So we're going to kill these enemies. The main idea is you want to kill enemies so then the Pikmin don't get killed by the enemies, obviously, when they're carrying stuff back. Throw half of what that needs, so that needs 20, so throw 10. That's always a good call with nugget piles. Always try and throw like either half, or like a third, or a fourth, or a fifth. Like try and do it so that they do it in a certain amount of trips, like try and calculate it in your head. Sometimes you want to put all of them on a nugget pile, but sometimes you might want to put like 5 or 6 on a 30. Or you might want to put like 10 on a 40, I don't know. It really depends what the nugget pile is in the situation. So we're going to get an orange up here, and I find that quite interesting because in the original story there's actually a lemon up there. And where this strawberry is, there was a fruit there as well. So it's pretty cool how they copied some of the fruit locations. They do that a few other times in the later missions. So if you're wondering why there's only 4 and not 5, and it's because they didn't do one for the Formidable Oak. I think it's because it's set before, like you unlock the side stories before you complete the game, and they probably don't want to spoil the Formidable Oak being an area. But I think it would have been really interesting to see a Formidable Oak level. And surprisingly, we're almost done. That's how easy it is. I wish they had even given us like the water area or the other area leading up to the Armored Mordad, because it just would have given you more to do. They could have even increased the timer. They don't even need to keep the timer like this low. They could make the timer longer if they had more stuff. They could keep the timer like this. I'd be fine with that as well. But it just seems a little bit restricting, like I was saying about how the maps are so small, but it's no big deal because they're well designed and it's obviously new content, so I'm not going to complain at new content because I've always wanted them to release new missions and they have. So yeah. So that's how you do mission number 1. It's really easy. Now when I first did this mission I almost failed it actually because I forgot about that strawberry that was well hidden, and I just thought that I finished the mission. And I just stood around for 2 minutes wondering what I missed, and then I saw it on the map and I almost didn't get it in time. And yeah, so just make sure you get everything, make sure not to leave any nuggets or fruit, and make sure just to grow things when you need to, because if you're just growing things all the time you're gonna obviously not have enough Pikmin to carry certain things. Obviously prioritize speeding up certain fruits when they need speeding up. And yeah, like if you just practice a bit, I don't think there is after hours for this by the way, so you're just gonna need to practice. There you go, that is mission number 1, so if you enjoyed the video, please like the video and subscribe if you're new around here. Stay tuned for 2, 3 and 4 because they will be coming soon, and after that I'm going to be doing the other side stories, so yeah, stay tuned for all of that, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.